I want to start this off with just saying thank you. Because as I watched the movie, I felt like I was my 5-year-old self again, singing in my living room, pretending to be Ariel.
Oh,
How special was last night for you
thank
and
you.
to experience that with a live audience?
Yes. Well, first of all, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Last night was spectacular. It meant a lot for me to just be there and to see reactions of the beautiful audience. I mean, it's very surreal because, we were all kind of in our own little bubble working on this film for so long. I auditioned for this film when I was 18 and I turned.
Real quick, shout out to Ari, not Ariel. I'm about to call her Ariel. That's crazy. Is she really embodying this character? Is Yeah, that's fire. Shout out to Haley's style. She always has a clean, sophisticated style. I've never seen her in anything trashy, and her nails for even they're always done. They always look clean. The colors are not like too extract. Shout out to Haley, man. She has a nice image about her. I haven't seen anything about her that I could say is putting her in a bad light. So shout out to Haley, and shout out to the people around her.
23 this year.
Shout out to DDG because uh, I know he has some positive influence on her as well. Because he's a good dude.
So it's been such a long journey for me, but it's been worth the wait,
Mm-hmm.
especially to see the result of our hard work. So I'm just really grateful for all of it.
You broke the rules. You went to the above world.
A man was drowning. I had to save him.
This obsession with humans has to stop.
I just want
Oh, is that the dude from No Country for Old Men? I know that accent. It's like Javier or something.
a man was
He's
drowning. I
playing
had to save him.
her
This
dad.
obsession with humans has to stop.
Wait, so he's playing her dad? So, yo, who the mom then? Because if he's like Spanish, she looks like she's I don't know, regular black girl. I don't know. Then who the mom? What they doing under the sea, man? What's going on under the sea?
I just want to know more about them.
Ariel, don't! You mentioned that you were 18 when you started this.
Yes.
What have you learned about yourself during this time, during this process, and as Ariel?
Yes. Well, the beautiful thing about this is I feel like Ariel has taught me so much about myself as Halle. And, I think that the years that I've been doing this film are very transformative years as a young woman. You're still finding yourself. I'm still finding who I am every single day, really. And, these values, these characteristics of Ariel, these traits of
Okay.
her that are strong, passionate, such drive that she has, her not being afraid. I really feel like I truly tried to adopt some of the.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just me, but in the movie, the Little Mermaid, the prince, I don't even remember his name, bro. Like, I don't remember anything about him. Like, is it just me or was his character kind of like on the dull side? Like maybe him as a person just wasn't as important as what was going on under the sea. Because I don't remember him having a lot of camera time in the cartoon, and even personality. I don't even remember what kind of personality he had. You know. And then I look at the character in this movie. I don't even know who that actor is. So it's like I don't know. I just wanted to bring that up. Feel like that boy got no real development. I don't know.
I don't know how, but I know something
Yo, as long as the music is on point, th- this
The
film could
music
win.
was just, ah, I get the
Yay.
chills talking about it. For you, how did you go about approaching the music and making it your own with these iconic songs?
Yes, well, the music was so exciting for me because I consider myself a musician and artist first. And, I was so excited to sing these songs that have been the soundtrack to my childhood for a very long time. So it was just really exciting for me. So I was honestly fangirling being in the room with Alan Menken, the original composer of this film and so many amazing Disney scores. Like, what? To be able to get his stamp of approval and be like, to have him cry at hearing me sing the song that he's heard a million times is like very surreal. And I was just grateful that I was able to bring my own flair to the songs. And Rob Marshall was so amazing in letting me just be free. And the riffs and the nuances that I did, I was allowed to be creative still, but with honoring the original that Jodie Benson did so perfectly. So yeah, I was just really, really honored to even sing these songs that I've loved for so long.
You can't live in that world unless you become a human yourself.
Is that even possible?
You talk about having that creative freedom, and I read something where you talked about Melissa McCarthy kind of giving you advice about, you know, speaking up and standing up for the things. What advice was it that she gave you?
Yes, wow. Well, I truly feel like I learned so much from Melissa McCarthy just by watching her on this film. It was interesting because the first 2 months I was filming like by myself on blue screen with puppeteers who would come in and out, and I would be talking to the air and I would just hear my beautiful co-stars in my ear. So I was alone, and then Jonah came along, and which was amazing to have another person on set to actually work with instead of just puppeteers. And then Melissa came shortly after in the third month. But I was just so like struck by her power and her strength and her regalness, honestly. And I remember watching her just command the set and walk in and know what she wants. And she's so kind. She's such a genuine person. But she also knows her worth, and she knows how to speak up. She's like, no, I want this. This is great. This is not, I need this. Like, watching her communicate her needs was like, wow, you can do that? And I tell her this every day. When I saw her performance in it, I was struck. And then hearing her song as Ursula, I mean, I've been a fan of her for a very long time. But watching her be just everything a woman can be, all the layers to us are so beautiful. You can be genuine and kind, but also strong and stand in your power. I just was so just struck by her, and I learned a lot.
Something about you seems different. I can't quite figure it out.
She got legs, you idiot.
I'm just grateful to be in this position.
Okay. Uh, I think as far as like the success of this movie, I think this movie is gonna hit like well because people want to see it. There's people that want to see it because they're excited of like who's in it, and just they're excited about the changes and they are rooting for it. And then there's also people that's gonna want to see it because they think it's gonna be bad and they want to witness how bad it is. That's just, it's like going to a Mayweather fight. There's this just amount of people, if not more people, gonna go watch it to see if he loses the fight. You know what I mean? As opposed to the ones that actually are fans of him and wants to see him win. So I think in that regard, the movie's gonna be successful, regardless. Um, but as far as it being successful in the way of, hey, this was actually good, I think as long as the music is on point, um, as far as like I don't know, I guess the cinematography, as far as like the how it actually visually looks, if it's visually like beautiful, like on the level of like I would say Avatar, for example, like everyone that watches Avatar, the first thing they say when they leave is like, yo, that the movie looks so good. That helps. Um, and I guess third would be the acting, I guess. You know, I know everyone knows Melissa McCarthy. She's been acting for a while. I'm pretty sure her acting is gonna be fine. Javier, the guy who's playing Ariel's dad, um, I've seen him in some great movies, so his acting should should not be anything weird. I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen Halle. act before. That's just me. I've never seen. If you've seen her act, let me know in the comments if you know she was good. Um, I would assume that she would be decent considering that Disney is hiring her for this role. I mean, I'm pretty sure they couldn't just hire her just for her looks. I mean, yeah, she can sing, which is great. She was singing before this, but she has to act. So acting is hard enough to act with other people, but having to act with like puppets and like green screen acting, that's something different. You know what I mean? Because you're not really. It's kind of harder to feed off of an energy of something that's not real in front of you. You know. So I think that's the only thing I can think of. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna stick to the roots of the cartoon, as far as like the story. It might not be direct word for word dialogue. They might update it a little bit. I don't know. Um, but I think they're gonna stick to the script for the most part. The only thing I think that could actually ruin this movie is acting. This I think it's really that just acting. The music so far sounds good from the little snippets that I heard. The art style, the way it looks gorgeous. So it's probably just the acting that could potentially mess it up. As long as they got that down, this is gonna be a smash. You know. So that's my thoughts on it. Um, I would like to see it. Yeah, I liked the Little Mermaid when I was a kid. You know, I'm that shit, Little Mermaid. Come on, under the sea, come on, bro. That shit was lit.